Hey everyone, it's Mark Wiens with migrationology.com in Osaka, Japan. We are getting a late start on the day because of the late night last night. So it's about, I think it's almost 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And we are heading now to a market to do some more eating. And after that, I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but we are just off to walk around Osaka now. We have just arrived to the metro station, and it's called Natatsu Station. So all the prices are different according to your destination. We are going a distance of 240 yen per person. We got off and we are transferring to the brown line. We are getting off at Nihonbashi Station. Alright, we made it here called Kuromon. Our first stop at the market is we are gonna have takoyaki, which are little octopus balls. We're getting the one with cheese, rich melted cheese, and takoyaki. Okay. That paintbrush. And then he topped it with a piece of like processed cheese, and then he wiped some sauce on it. Looks like with a paintbrush, he wiped on some kind of dark sauce, topped it with bonito flakes and some seaweed flakes. And this is one of Osaka's most famous street food snacks. It feels almost like there's liquidy goop on the inside. Let me see if I can eat it all in one bite. Oh, I'm losing it. Oh, I'm losing it. Oh, that's hot. Oh, I can't taste it yet because it's so hot. That is actually extremely good. It is crispy around the edges, but inside it's still kind of battery and very like almost liquidy. Yeah, it tastes like pancake batter, and then you get little chunks of little cubes or nuggets of octopus, and then you taste those bonito fish flakes on top. Honestly, I don't even think I tasted the cheese on that bite because there was so much going on. But that is good. I think it's especially really good because it's so hot and fresh. Just look at the size and quality of these grapes. They're huge. They're like golf ball sized grapes, and they look like blueberries. We have stopped at a stall now to eat a butter soy sauce baking scallop. So he just grabbed one of the scallops. We got the 700 yen one. Split them open. He is washing the scallop right now and then puts it back in the shell. And she sprinkled on some kind of a seasoning. Oh, and just sprayed it with something, and then a dab of butter and maybe a little bit of pepper in there as well.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, cheese sizzling in the butter. I like a lot of things from the sea, but I think scallops might be one of my favorite things from the sea, and that just looks unbelievably good. Look at that meat. Oh, that is ridiculous. Oh, that is so like silky smooth and just fall apart tender. You can taste a little bit of that butter, and then oh, that's so pure and so fleshy. Dwight and I each had one of the scallops, and we are gonna toast the scallop juice and butter, and there's just a hint of soy sauce in here. Take a shot of it.
Oh, dude, cheers.
Cheers, man. Dude, I don't want to swallow. I don't want to swallow right now. You can taste just the mild flavor of the scallop, and then just like the perfect saltiness from soy sauce, as well as just a hint of butter richness.
One of which one? Choice.
Choice.
This one is okay.
This is okay?
Yes, please.
Eat here?
Eat here, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I could not resist ordering this incredible looking sushi. There is a little bit of rice, but it is just absolutely stacked, packed full of tuna, and then just sprinkled with a little bit of green onions. And that is just looking sloppily incredible. And on top of that, I am sitting right in front of a giant tuna head. His tongue is actually sticking out right at me. I guess this must be wasabi. Let's see, how do you open that?
With your teeth.
You gotta, yeah, you might have to bite it. Oh no, there's a little arrow. Oh yeah. And check out this little squirt bottle in a fish shape of soy sauce. I think I'm just gonna go in with my hands for this. Oh, just look how much fish there is in there. Oh man, that is superb. That fish is so tender, melt in your mouth. Just the perfect amount of rice, not too heavy on the rice. Fresh seaweed, and then that wasabi is, it almost has, the wasabi has almost a little sweetness to it. That type of sushi is what is worth just flying all the way to Japan just to eat. So incredibly good, so fresh, and so pure. Oh man, I wanted to eat their entire stock on display. It was so good. The market was fantastic, but now we are walking to try and find a bigger meal because we're still hungry. So gonna try to find something to eat now. We looked up this restaurant on Foursquare and it looks like they have really good sushi. So this is where we're gonna try to eat, but they are not quite open, but should be opening pretty soon. It's now 4:59 and I think they're supposed to open at 5 p.m. Thank you. Thank you. This restaurant is called Toki Sushi, and they have mostly a Japanese menu, but they do have a small English menu, so it's easier to order. And I just ordered the 12-piece assorted sushi set, and it's just a beautiful collection of different fish and seafood on top of little hand formations of rice. But yeah, that's just colorful and looks outstanding. I can definitely see salmon, and I think that's squid and tuna. There's mackerel, there's shrimp, there's octopus. That one, I'm not sure if that's squid or octopus. And then over here, one of my favorites is the minced fatty tuna. And then it also comes with miso soup, which is a really dark miso soup that I don't think I've ever tried a miso soup that dark before. I'm gonna start with this beautiful middle piece, which I think is a type of mackerel. They have a brush with soy sauce. I might just add a couple drops to the top of that. I don't even need to explain how that tastes. It's just pure everything that it looks. The rice is perfect. The fish is fresh and it's a little bit firm and a little bit soft at the same time. Just that little sprinkle of soy sauce and then those crisp green onions. It's insanely good. Oh, look at that. That has a little bit of a crispness to it, but it's really kind of like jelly-like, and oh, that's, again, outrageously fresh, and that is, of course, the key. Oh, that is extremely thick, almost like a gravy, but a really, almost more of a roasted miso flavor to it. I am on my last piece, and I saved what I think is my favorite piece, the minced fatty tuna. And oh, just look at that. It is a sad moment to be on your last piece of the plate, but it is a good moment at the same time. That's just like tuna butter paste.
Thank you. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We just finished that meal. That was outstanding sushi. This restaurant is, you should definitely check it out if you come to Osaka. The rice was extremely like perfect. I think that might be the best sushi rice I've ever had. And then the seaweed was also had a really nice texture to it, and just paired with that fresh fish, unbelievably good. And I also think the price was really good. My plate with the 12 pieces assorted was right around, it was right around 1,000, I think 1,050 yen, which is right about $10. So for that kind of quality and that kind of presentation, $10 for that plate, I think that's a great deal. Awesome place to come in Osaka for sushi. Along with fish, this is one of the reasons I love Japan so much. Just look at this cabinet full of beef. Oh, and just unbelievable beef. The only problem is that you can spend your entire bank account on one meal. We are walking around now, and right across the street over there is a place called Dontoburi, which is one of the main kind of touristy but also local place where they have lots of restaurants and shops. And so I think we're gonna walk around there for a little while. Ying is getting in line to buy taiyaki, which is the famous fish-shaped kind of pastry with certain different kinds of fillings inside. It's basically just a kind of a sweet batter, which they fry in a fish shape, and then they stuff with, sometimes they stuff with custard, but Ying got the version with the sweet red beans inside of it. And she is allowing me to taste it. Should I eat the tail or the head or the eye? Okay, I'm gonna eat the eye. Oh, that's nice and hot still. The outside is very crisp, and then the inside, it tastes like refried beans, but very sweet. This place is getting really busy this evening, but we just left the girls. They are gonna go do some shopping, and Dwight and I are just gonna quickly walk around.
Hi from the Middle East.
Oh, nice to meet you. Okay.
Great. Thank you. All right. We'll watch the next videos you're making. Thanks for our next trip. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Have a good trip. Bye-bye.
We are contemplating whether to go into this little restaurant. It's a little on the expensive side, but yeah, it's a really cool looking place. You can see all of the skewers being grilled in the back there. Kapom. Oh, this place is so cool. Hello. Hello, hello. Say thank you, thank you. Oh, that is the pig. This restaurant specializes in pork, so we got their special pork skewers, and then also they said their special is also the meatballs, so we got an order of the meatballs. And then what's really interesting is this dish down here, which says the happy moment with matsu stew. So that's gonna be a surprise dish. Before they bring out the meat, they just gave us this little appetizer. It looks like there's some tofu on the bottom of that with okra and cucumbers and, oh, is that eggplant? Eggplant, and then looks like bonito flakes again as well. Oh yeah. That tofu is really silky and really soft. It really kind of just falls apart in your mouth. But that's really, really light flavor, but really good. Okay, that is the happy moment. And it's some kind of pork with soup, and oh, that smells really good though. There's a lot of pork skin? Oh, thank you, man. I'm gonna see if this is a happy moment or not. Okay, that is a pretty happy moment indeed. It almost tastes like ramen broth, but then with intestines in it. The grilled pork skewers have arrived, and I think yakitori is chicken, but yakiton is pork. We are sharing all these skewers, so I'm just gonna taste one piece of this first one. Oh, that feels very fatty. Oh, I think that is pure fat, but it is so fragrant. It has an amazing like grill flavor to it. So good too. Such an incredible fragrant grill flavor, just like the other one. But that one is pure meat, I think. And these are their specialty meatballs. Those are beautiful, served with an egg yolk. And those are just golden beauties. And just mix that in, all that richness. And then I'm just gonna remove these skewers. And then you can really just kind of mix in that egg yolk, I think. I'm gonna break into the meatball. Oh, that juice squirted out. And then I'll take my meatball and just completely cover it in sauce and yolk. Oh, that's ridiculous. It has a little bit of a crispness, maybe from green onions. And then with that sauce, that egg yolk, that creamy, rich egg yolk, along with, it has a little bit of a teriyaki flavor, so it's kind of soy sauce taste. That's so good. I think the seasoning is just sea salt, because it has a really nice, fragrant sea salt flavor to it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Very good. Arigato.
Just finished that kind of meal snack. The food was really good and the staff were also really friendly. Great place to eat grilled pork skewers. And we've only been in Osaka now. This is our second day. But what I've really noticed is just how they take just a single ingredient or a couple of ingredients and really just perfect them to the maximum and really just bring out the ultimate flavors in that single ingredient. So this restaurant specializes just in grilled pork or different pork dishes and just so incredibly good. We are at Namba subway station and we are gonna buy tickets and then head back to our station and probably gonna head home now. We just got off the subway, we're on our way back to the house. So I'm gonna end the vlog for today here. It has been a world-class day of food. Osaka is truly a paradise of things to eat, and I can't wait to be here longer and explore more. So I want to thank you all for watching this vlog though. Please remember to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I will see you tomorrow for the next vlog from Japan.